5 Greatest World Cup Upsets as Mastermind of 1982. Billy Bingham dies at 90. Legendary Northern Ireland boss Billy Bingham, 90, died on Friday, his family announced. Bingham was Northern Ireland's most successful manager and earned fame in his homeland after guiding the Green and White Army to 2 successive World Cups. And he was at the helm of the side during their most famous hour, a 1-0 win over host nation Spain in 1982. Here, Daily Star Sport looks at the 5 greatest upsets in World Cup history, from Northern Ireland's masterclass over the Spaniards to a World Cup final loss that changed the trajectory of a famous footballing nation. It's safe to say England haven't always had their own way on the global stage, thankfully. That Iceland loss under Roy Hodgson happened at the Euros, so we don't have to relive that one. Unfortunately, the same can be said for the American miracle of the turf in 1950, when the USA managed to beat England 1-0. Such a shock was the result, legend has it English newspapers believed there had been a mistake when the score was filed and thought England had actually won 10-1. At least it's been sunshine and rainbows since then for the Three Lions. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments section below. Long before Senegal were led by a global superstar in the form of Sadio Mane, they were unfancied World Cup debutants taking on the reigning world champions. During the opening game of the 2002 World Cup, Papa Bouba Diop's strike was enough to brush aside a French side that featured a litany of superstars. The late Fulham midfielder, Aka the Wardrobe, made history by downing one of the greatest international sides in living memory. The dream didn't end there for the African team either, and it took a Turkish golden goal in the quarter-finals to knock them out of the competition. In a game that FIFA definitely wouldn't allow to take place these days, the 2 German sides clashed at the 1974 World Cup. West Germany were by far the favorites, and jealous eyes must have been cast across the Berlin Wall at their team of superstars, which featured Franz Beckenbauer and Gerd Müller. In the ultimate smash and grab, the East Germans traveled to their neighbors who were hosting the tournament and escaped with a 1-0 win. West Germany did, however, end up with the Jules Rimet Trophy. On to Billy Bingham's tactical masterclass. The Northern Irish side needed a win in the baking heat of Valencia if they were to progress into the second phase. Spain stood in their way, but Jerry Armstrong's strike in the second half cemented a famous night in Mestalla for the Green and White Army. However, that was as good as it got for Northern Ireland, as they lost both of their resulting games in the next phase. Uruguay beating Brazil hardly seems like it should be ranked as the greatest World Cup upset of all time. After all, in 1950, Uruguay had conquered the world once, while Brazil were still waiting for their first. Brazil, on home turf, were expected to dance their way around Uruguay with the swagger of a side that had demolished everything in its path. However, as you may have guessed, that didn't happen, and Brazil crumbled in a game that has been dubbed the Maracanazo. Such was the national heartbreak. Brazil did away with the white kits, and in came the now famous yellow.